Ya se le paró un besito. Bueno.
So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to be seated, please. Now, my friends, she's okay. You're getting married today. You might want to stand a little bit closer. And you might want to hold each other's hands to help keep them warm. So greetings and blessings to all the family and friends who have come here on this beautiful day. We have come to acknowledge this love between Oriana and Johan and to celebrate this new marriage. So before we begin, do the parents of Oriana and Johan, do they grant their blessings to this marriage here today? And family and friends, if you would like to grant your blessings to this marriage, please say yes.
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 I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Yes.
I did not hear you.
Yes.
Much better. Now, we all know that marriage is that supreme sharing of an experience. This is an adventure and the most intimate of all human relationships. This is a joyous union between two people whose comradeship and mutual understanding has flowered into romance. And by gathering us here together, we get to watch this couple proclaim their love and commitment to the world. And we get to rejoice with them in this new life that they now undertake together. So before we start today, I would like to ask Maria to come step forward because she has a reading for us today.
Wait a minute. Thank you for your patience. Nos hemos reunido desde muy cerca y lejos, también para celebrar sus vidas como individuos y para otorgarles nuestras bendiciones al comenzar un viaje mágico como marido y mujer. Nos hemos unido para presenciar la creación de una nueva familia y para compartir la alegría de ese momento con ustedes. Su matrimonio desarrollará una verdadera amistad entre ustedes y esa amistad debe ser muy fuerte y capaz de resistir, sobre todo de resistir, las pruebas en el tiempo. Recuerda que cuando eres el verdadero amigo de alguien, quieres pasar el tiempo con ellos. Recuerda, quieres compartir con ellos, cuidarlos cuando estén enfermos, espiritual o físicamente. Quieres aprender cosas nuevas con ellos. Quieres cambiar con ellos. Quieres crecer de verdad con ellos. Y quieres experimentar todo lo que la vida tiene para ofrecer con ellos. A través de este proceso, ustedes terminarán en la misma página juntos. Y ese es el secreto para tener paz y felicidad en sus vidas. Asuman la responsabilidad de hacer que el otro se sienta seguro y otorgue la más alta prioridad a la ternura, la amabilidad y la amabilidad que merece su relación. Nunca, pero nunca permitan que nada sea más importante que el haber elegido a esa persona para compartir toda la vida juntos.
Gracias. Amén.
Amen.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
If you would, please. So because we are here, and this is all about love, we want to think a little bit about love. And keep in mind what love is to remember and to keep alive all those unique qualities that draws you to one another. And when you love someone, you will constantly search for new ways to bring each other to happiness, to make the most of every moment that you share together and marvel how your feelings for one another keep rising to new dimensions. Because when you love someone, you get to create that oasis of tranquility for one another. That it is a quiet place apart from others where you don't need to pretend, where you can be yourself and know that within your hearts you're accepted by one another. Because when you love, you get to greet each day with anticipation, always eager for that new opportunity to share those amazing adventures and to gather up new memories together. Throughout time, countless of millions of people from many cultures, religions, and societies among friends and families have gathered to celebrate love for one another and their commitment to each other. And even though each culture has different symbols and rituals to celebrate marriage, from the Chinese tea ceremony to the Jewish tradition of breaking glass, this is a rich tapestry from around the world to combine and symbolize the meaning of marriage. But we really just need to remember that marriage is just a symbol. This is not magic. My ceremonies are not magic. This is not going to create a relationship that doesn't already exist and hasn't already to perhaps maybe even religion itself. This as an emergence of your larger self. This is a finding of your life by losing it in one another. And that is the unique privilege of married couples, husbands and wives, partners in life, to be each individual and unique and yet a part of something greater. Now, this is the part where I have some very important questions for the both of you. So you may want to look at each other for this. Do you, Oriana, take Johan? to be no other than himself, and to rejoice in all the ways that life may find you, to grow and grow old together, and promising to give him the very best of yourself and to love him endlessly.
I do.
And will you take him as your husband and your partner in life now and forever?
I will.
At this time, you have a few words that you would like to read to your handsome groom.
Okay. Johan, desde el principio de nuestra relación me has asombrado, me has desafiado, me has cambiado de una manera que ningún otro ser humano ha hecho nunca. Antes de conocerte, yo no estaba viviendo, viste mi corazón y creíste en mí. Ahora, hoy mi sueño está haciéndose realidad. Has abierto mis ojos y me mostraron lo que puede ser el amor genuino. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I just got lost.
No problem.
Okay. Todo lo que tengo y todo lo que soy es tuyo y te doy mi vida y mi amor por toda la eternidad. Yo compartiré mi alegría contigo y la multiplicaré. Compartiré tu dolor, el que dividiremos. Caminaré a tu lado mientras viajamos juntos durante los cambios de la vida. Dormiré en tus brazos, el cual será el amor de mi hogar. Yo te elijo a ti. Por encima de esto y de todo lo demás, para ser mi esposo. Te ofrezco este anillo, which I guess I will have to read it, como muestra de mi amor y con ello uno mi vida a la tuya.
Gracias.
Now, Johan, it's your turn. Look at this beautiful woman standing in front of you. Do you take her to be no other than yourself, to rejoice in all the ways that life may find you, to grow and grow old together? Do you promise to give her the very best of yourself and to love her endlessly?
Yes, I do. I promise.
Will you take this beautiful woman to be your wife and partner in life?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I will.
now and forever?
Yeah, I will.
Beautiful. And now you, my friend, have a few words, just the top paragraph,
All right.
to read to this beautiful woman.
¿Leo todo aquí? Ya, ¿podrías repetir después de mí? En este hermoso día, en presencia de estos testigos, yo, Johan, te tomo, Oriana, para ser mi esposa, así como con mi compañera de vida y amiga. Prometo serte sincero, amarte y ser socio igualitario contigo, compartir los hermosos momentos de la vida contigo, para sostenerte y fortalecerte cuando nos encontremos en tiempos difíciles. Prometo que a medida de que avancemos, envejezcamos hoy, nunca olvidaré lo que tenemos ahora. No importa cuántos días pasen, sé que nuestro amor nunca se desvanecerá y creceremos como uno solo. Prometo darte lo mejor de mí y amarte sin condiciones. Te doy este anillo en recuerdo de esta hora y un símbolo de amor que es completo, hermoso e interminable. Te ofrezco este anillo como muestra de nuestro amor y de mi vida tuya.
Hasta vale. Amén.
¿Y la niña?
My friends, it's going to take some trust to know in your hearts you really only want the very best for one another. This is going to take some dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and to grow, even when it's difficult to do so. This is going to take some faith to go forward together, not knowing what the future may hold for you both. While love is our natural state of being, sometimes those other qualities are not very easy to come by. This is not a destination, but this is a journey. Therefore, it feels appropriate at this time that Oriana's sister, Andrea, will come forward and express a few words of perhaps what being married might actually be.
La mayoría de la gente cree que el matrimonio es un mito hermoso de una caja llena de cosas que le han anhelado. Compañía, intimidad, amistad. La verdad es que el matrimonio empieza con una caja vacía, en el que debes colocar algo antes de sacar. No hay amor en el matrimonio, el amor es esta gente y la gente pone el amor en el matrimonio. No hay romance en el matrimonio, tienen que infundirlo en un matrimonio. Una pareja debe aprender el arte y forma el hábito de dar, amar, servir y cuidar de una caja llena. Si se saca más de lo que se coloca, la caja estará vacía.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful baby.
Now we all know life is full of many such actions that speak to us of deeper meanings that we cannot always put into words. And we've used many of those ancient symbols today in this wedding service. The exchange of rings to come, the clasping of hands, bearing of flowers, and perhaps even the promise of a kiss. Therefore, by completing those deeds, you are acting instead of speaking in regards to your promises. So at this time, we're going to celebrate your union together. So Johan, if you could please escort your beautiful bride forward. Yeah, you go follow him. If you would please come behind the table. Before you, my friends, you see several containers of sand. So we're going to start with the one that is mostly empty, yet has a base of white sand. You're not able to see anything in it besides that sand, because that's full of the past. So you can't see those disappointments and the despairs and the sadnesses. But you do get to see that base of white sand. Now that sand, that's the foundation of your new lives together. This is white, so you can reflect the sand that you're about to pour. The sand I just spoke of, those colored jars of sand, now those are very important, because those represent the hopes, the dreams, and the plans that you have for your future together. These are colored so you can always see them and have a lifelong reminder of what you have created here today. So my friends, if you would each please pick up your jars of sand. And as a married couple, take turns. Because as you pour those grains of sand together and they merge as one, I want you to know that you are merging your lives together. You get to take that love throughout all the sands of time. Your hearts are now forever in each other's keeping. Now, my friends, if you would please return. So I'm going to ask if you could please look at this beautiful woman. Look at this handsome man. Look at that person standing before you. Feel the warmth of those hands holding yours. Because that person's made amazing promises today and they've joined their life with yours. And I promise, I know we're almost done and have a very special ending for everyone. So if we could please have our rings brought forward. It's okay. Now, these circles of precious metal are justly regarded as a fitting emblem of the purity and the perpetuity of the marriage state. We're reminded by these circles of eternity, as it is so fashioned to neither have beginnings nor ends, and while gold is so incorruptible, it cannot be tarnished by use or by time. So may this union at this time be solemnized to be incorruptible in its purity and more lasting than time itself. So, Oriana, I need you to please pick up Johan's ring. Place the ring on his left hand, third finger. Please place the ring on his finger. And then please read the beautiful vows that you have for him at the bottom.
Johan, yo compartiré mi alegría contigo, la multiplicaré, compartiré tu dolor el cual dividiremos. Caminaré a tu lado mientras viajamos juntos durante los cambios de nuestras vidas. Dormiré en tus brazos, que será el hogar de mi amor. Y yo te elijo a ti, por encima de esto y de todo lo demás, para ser mi esposo. Te ofrezco este anillo para muestra de nuestro amor, con ello uno mi vida y la tuya.
Those were beautiful, my friend. Now, Johan, I need you to please pick up Oriana's ring.
All right.
Place that ring on her left hand, third finger.
Perfect.
And then you have some beautiful vows that you would like to read to her.
Oriana, te doy este anillo en recuerdo de esta hora, en un símbolo de amor que es completo, hermoso e interminable. Te ofrezco este anillo como muestra de nuestro amor y con ello uno mi vida con la tuya para siempre.
Those are beautiful, my friend. If you could take each other's hands once more. The true art of married life is an inner spiritual journey. This is a mutual enrichment. This is a give and a take between two personalities. This is a mingling of two endowments which neither diminishes but enhances you. And the years that will bring you into greater age and wisdom, we're going to pray with you that your love will always be forever young, and you'll always be able to recover from moments of despair with the buoyancy of youth. We have hope that you will keep these vows that you made here today in freedom, teaching one another what you are, what you shall be, and enabling yourselves to know that in the fullness of being, you are more than just yourselves. You are more than just each other. You are all of us. And together we can share joyously in those fruits of life. So, in so as much, you, Oriana, and you, Johan, have declared your love and devotion for one another before family and most beloved of friends, I get to pronounce you husband and wife, partners for life. Because now you will feel no rain, because each of you are sanctuary to one another. You will feel no cold, for each of you are warmth to one another. You're going to face the world strong with the courage of two, because there is no more isolation for you. You may be two people, but there is one life before you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know Johan's been waiting all day. So, Oriana, would you please put this poor man out of his misery and kiss him? So, my friends, if you would turn around and present yourselves to your family and your friends, because it is really with great pleasure to pronounce this couple well and truly married. Yay! I don't know, I couldn't hear you guys the first time. Can we try that again? Oh, much better that time. So again, I want to thank all the family and friends who came out here today, because you have honored us with your presence in celebrating this new union between this wonderful couple standing before us. And I know some of us may be a bit chilled, so why don't we go inside?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for